Despite being outsized and outmatched, the Boise State football team hung with the 18th ranked Ole Miss Rebels for 3 quarters of play Thursday night. But by the time the clock read all zeros, the Broncos had been blown out in another season opener. The first half of Brian Harsin's head coaching debut with Boise State was punctuated by missed opportunities for both teams. Mississippi quarterback Bo Wallace, the most experienced signal caller in the SEC, doesn't see safety Jeremy Ioane, who picks him off. But Grant Hedrick gave it back on the ensuing possession, scrambling and heaving a duck into triple coverage, ruining a red zone chance. Then in the second, another turnover from Hedrick. His pass is tipped, hits lineman Riso Diambo, and falls into the hands of C.J. Johnson. No worries, though. Wallace reciprocates on the Rebels' next touch. 50 Shades of Tyler Gray is the beneficiary. Later in the quarter, Hedrick surrenders a third INT, this time to all-conference safety Cody Pruitt. But you already know what happens next. Following Ole Miss possession, Wallace. Where's Wallace string? Into the hands of a diving Darian Thompson. Both QBs throw 3 picks in the first half. Wallace threw the only touchdown pass, though, a 30-yard strike to Cody Core in the final minute of the first. The Broncos' best chance came midway through the second. First and goal from the Rebels won, but 3 plays net a loss of -2 yards, and Boise State had to settle for a Dan Goodale field goal and a 7-3 deficit at the half. It was 7-6 after 3 quarters, and then the wheels come off for Boise State. Wallace caps off a 66-yard drive with a back shoulder throw to Laquan Treadwell, who rushes in where defensive backs fear to tread. 13-6 Ole Miss. On the following Boise State possession, Hedrick makes another charitable donation. Tony Connor cuts off Matt Miller's route for the interception. 40 of Hedrick's 46 passes were caught, but 4 of them were hauled in by Rebels. And Wallace took advantage of this one. His next throw, Quincy Adebayo, common spelling, 31 yards to the crib. Suddenly it's 21-6, and it would get worse. The very next offensive play for the Rebs also finishes in the end zone. Core takes the Wallace pass 76 yards to the promised land. Maybe that's why everyone in Idaho is hating on the Common Core. 28-6, the Rebels score 4 touchdowns in 3 plays. Late in the fourth, Hedrick would hit Jay Ajayi for a TD to snap Boise State's touchdown drought in season openers. Ajayi actually led the team in receiving with 83 yards on 12 grabs, doubling his career-high reception total. But Boise State falls 35-13, misfiring against Ole Miss, and starting the Harsin era off on a considerable down note.
Disappointed because we didn't win. You know, that's what we came here to do. We came here to win, bottom line. And, you know, we're not going to sit there and make excuses for not going out there and winning the ball game. That's not what we do.
We're not defined by this game at all. I mean, we know we still got a lot of season ahead of us. Our main goal is winning conference championship, and that starts next week.
Obviously, we're disappointed. This will last tonight, and then it's behind us.
Boise State will be back in the national spotlight on Saturday when the Broncos open their home slate against Mountain West foe Colorado State. Reporting from Atlanta, Paul Gerke on your side.